Hello everybody, welcome back to Beach Family Gaming. I know we've been working on 2 other projects, but we wanted something a little more casual.
Yeah, 2. I don't know why I thought there was a 3rd.
There was one I started recording, but I'm not sure if it's an issue. I need to do some looking for the original Fatal Frame.
Oh, yeah.
I was playing the Project Zero version. Yeah, we'll look at options.
Oh.
It's going to be odd. I'm going to turn this to hard. I might regret it.
Oh, definitely gonna regret it for one fight.
For a lot of fights.
One fight in particular. We have gotten through this one before.
Not in a record.
Not in a record, but in personal play we have.
I kind of pushed it. And it was hard on normal in the final fights.
Fights being the operative word, because it wasn't just
it's
one.
It's a classic JRPG final sequence.
4 or 5 fights in a freaking row.
Sadly, with our experimentation with some of the emulation, she'll be able to do the Digimon World DS.
Odd. I'd still be having to pull up a guide for Pocket Swamp.
No, it'd be a whole episode of us raging at Pocket Swamp.
I'd want to be the one playing it.
For that part?
I played the shit out of it. I think my copy's still upstairs.
I think it is.
I think it's in the freaking 3DS.
We played the hell out of that game.
I thought I lost it and I cried at one point. Because I went for a trip to cousins and I thought either they stole it or I lost it. Mom told me to do laundry. It was in my pocket.
And you were so happy.
I was so happy. She had me programmed pretty much to... Wow, that was a weird way for my mind to just pull something from the screen. Okay.
It worked. Conditioned you.
Mom conditioned me into checking pockets because my stepdad's a Boilermaker. He always has those little limestone sticks for marking stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to make sure we didn't kill the washer.
And it would have. God, I forgot how bright this scene was.
Yeah.
But not so bad on a handheld.
It's not as bad on a Vita.
Yeah.
It doesn't look that white on a Vita.
I'll be honest, that would not have been my chat room.
Did I have the brightness turned on the Vita? Is that a thing?
Oh, on the Vita?
Yeah.
There was some brightness controls on the screen settings. And
I wonder if that's...
It was turned down a bit.
This is painful.
At least on a 55-inch screen with HDR capability. I'm about PS4 version. You had Starving? Some of the names...
Algernon. I've never really taken the effort to actually look at usernames.
They're kind of fun.
I'm glad I'm playing an idler.
I know, we're kind of talking over the dialogue, but...
It's just kind of like the Battlese that's in Animal Crossing, so I don't really feel like that. Dark Knight Satan.
Satan.
No, Satan. I am turning it to Satan on purpose.
Satan.
Satan. I do it the way that most people wouldn't throw it.
I thought that was already bad.
No, he's not.
Now, you can't say Blue Box wasn't no Doctor Who reference.
He so was. Anyway, anyone else? Old Man Fanta.
Love Crusher.
Bye. You know Love Crusher was like the 40-year-old guy that was...
I'm just visualizing. Would that be Barbarian or a Bard in D&D? Go on by that name.
Neither. It'd be the really bad rogue. I pick a pocket my way into your room. I'm the Love Crusher. Every freaking lockpick keeps breaking. We watched through Vox Machina. Completely.
In a couple days.
In like 3 days.
We took a break between seasons.
We watched season 2 in one night, though.
We did. Kind of sad. Danger, danger.
I am of age.
You are of age.
Are we playing a male or a female?
It's a wash because I know I like the female look better.
I don't know which one's actually considered canon, though.
From what I could tell from a default, I'm leaving that on me.
I always like the default names for this, yeah. So which one's supposed to be the... Which one's
I
canon?
believe it's supposed to be male, but it's obvious if you go into the hacker's memory. Of all things, what we plan to do, because the chapters parallel between the games, that we're going to switch between games for the chapters. We got Spiked Mountain Dew out there.
Spiked Mountain Dew, yes, that was a bunch of jackass.
It's spiked.
I looked at it, it's just the brown's on top. There's like no brown in the bottom. What the hell? Separated overnight. That's why it only really tastes like sweet Jack Daniels. I'll drink all that off. Okay. Which surprises my mother.
It pleases your mother. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah. I just kind of want to explore what the other, like, city layouts are with it, though. I wish they had, like, even if it was just, like, a one-time VR experience where you could just kind of fly around.
Oh, you mean a fixed experience?
Yeah.
That'd be cool. I'd love the Digimon VR. Come on, they've done Transformers.
Because literally, even if it's just you going around, flying through some of that to get here for part of it.
Do it like a VR coaster.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be cool. Honestly, it might be worth checking Rec Room.
God.
Since somebody did a Mario on that.
Somebody's done sword art on that.
That was one of the chat apps, not
That was the VR chat.
VR chat, that's it.
Sorry, they almost get knocked side by side.
I do love the eyes they gave that character, either way. But now that we're through the prologue, and Sally, the biggest difference you could tell with this game between the Vita and the PS4, PS5, PS5 now, is
being able to read that shit on the boards. For one thing.
It's more the fact that it's 60 frames. I think the Vita was a little less.
I don't know. And yes, pretty much every single one of these avatars has dialogue.
And that's the only thing I do hate about this game is you can't just trust by exclamation point over their heads at this point.
For some sections, it does give a little icon for who you're supposed to talk to, and one comes up pretty quick, but
At this point,
it's just telling you to talk to everybody.
I like the fact that her device is her cell phone, yours is your goggles.
That's the thing, is he's saying his daughter's too young for one, and she...
Got the cell phone. I don't see how post office for physical mail is going to be very useful here. But that's me. I'll be so glad when we get into the back areas.
I think the one time I modified her name, all I did was turn it into Amiko. Ooh. Wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
It skipped a whole section of you having to get the URL?
No, this is the community area. That's open access.
I thought you had to get it to get to the community area too.
No, you had to talk to somebody to bring it up.
Okay.
That was all.
Okay.
Well, it seems so much better because of HDR. We never played it PS4 with HDR before.
Yeah, most of my exposure to it was a little bit PC. I think they had a PC.
I know we have it on Switch.
And do we have it on the Switch?
Yes.
Is it installed on the Switch?
It should be.
I'm gonna find out.
It's probably in the log of stuff you can't see from rolling so far back.
Been down here all day.
Caught your wrist.
My elbow. Sorry about the squawk.
No, what's dangerous is I do have an English version of the game that predates this in the timeline. Well, that was the PSP game, which I might end up.
When did we get made in a black water on here?
We had bought it at one point for this when we had the bonuses.
Yeah, it is installed, so we're good. And now it's to the front of the line.
You just want to be a casual player.
Yeah. That was another one I played the shit out of. You know what's bad is I got to the final boss before you did, but then you beat the final boss before I did.
You also got sidetracked a little bit.
I was still at school at the time, so I had an excuse. So that was my senior year.
I do remember what you gotta do for this.
Yes, the other ones have filler dialogue, but
It's obvious which one you gotta talk to.
you know, the one hacker in the area.
Who's obviously the chick staring at your butt. I'm sorry, it's the way they animated them. That's how it always feels. You guys are gonna see what I mean once you're in here. Get into the deeper sectors of the system. Now, this is more comfortable on the eyes. I know some people say the blue light's not good for your eyes, but
I have seen it both ways.
it's supposed to keep you awake too as part of it.
Yeah.
Part of it is all the detail you can see on a bigger screen. On some of the cinematics.
Lucky no.
あ、どうもどうも。アッキーノです。っていうか、私、白峰のきや。よ、ろ、し、く。
I'm sure I'm jumping her dialogue a little bit, but I'm trying to be good about it.
I could probably turn it up like 2 more pegs so we can
遅
tell.
いよ。何してたのよ。こんな危ない場所で一人っきりで待たされる身にも
Is
なっ
that
た
good
よ
for you?
ね。
Yeah, it's fine. You feel more guilty when you're the boy, when
ブルー
you're
ボックスはまだ来て
so
ないの
quick
かっ
on
て。
the girl.
来てますよ。来てますが何か。信じられます？
Barely catching at that volume.
俺、ちょ幽霊探して
I'm turning it down 1
とか言って
because it was barely causing a response.
あいつ、そういうとこあんだよね。自己中的なイケメンだからって調子乗っちゃってるみたいな。大体何？白い少年の幽霊？噂になってるだかなんだか知りませんけど、見つけてどうすんすか？っていうか、電脳空間で幽霊なんて非科学的だし、意味わかんないし、怖くともなんとも。
恨めしや。
Yes, I was trying to follow it pretty close for that one.
ビビりすぎだっての。
なんだ、新たじゃん。ただの新たじゃん。幽霊かと思った。
たく、チキンのくせに生きがってこんなとこまでのこのこ来てんじゃねえよ。
こんなとこに置き去りにしたのはどこの新たよ。あんたの血は何味だ？
I agree with your character's expression, either gender, though.
つーか、
It's always that look of, wait, what?
初めてだよな、こっちで会うの。真田新だ。ま、
I won't lie, with the way they drew him, you think villain from minute one. Of course, same with her, too. With Yukino.
Akino.
自己紹介くらいちゃんとしなさいっての。
Nokia.
Which is why she's so tough.
もう分かっちゃってると思うけど、これがブルーボックスの中の人だよ。
I'm making a bad joke.
なんかイメージ違くない？あっちだといい感じに面倒見よくって頼れる兄貴っぽいじゃん。私もこっちで初めて会った時マジビビった。不愛想だし自己中だし目つき悪いし、ほらイケメンの無駄遣いっていうか。
アホは放置で頼むわ。で、オタクを待っている間にこの辺りを探ってみた。俺らを呼びつけたナビット君がいないかと思ってさ。
幽霊探してたんじゃないの？
ま、そのついでにな。結局どっちも
Honestly, the story of the ghost is terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
In
Especially
truth.
once you know what he actually is.
それどころか、
We'll try not to spoil some of that for people who
いく
haven't
ら
played
空論が
this.
危険
It's
な
worth
でも
getting.
ハッカーの一人や二人は
This game's borderline nightmare fuel, and it's not really meant for the young audience like some of the cartoons.
Some of the cartoons aren't really meant for the young audience.
In truth.
集まってくれた良い子の君たちにプレゼントだよ。これは世界を変える力だよ。
何これ？
ハッキングだ。俺たち全員ハッキングされている。チェ、俺のゴールを簡単に突破しやがった。やり手だな、ナビットってやつ。
デジモンキャプチ
I
ャ
don't think you ever get a definite answer of which hacker that was either.
最近ハッカーたちの間に出回ってい
Oh,
る
really?
ハッキングツールだ。
ねえ、デジモンってあのデジモン？
ああ、 オタクが興味津々だったそのデジモンだろ。特定のデータ、デジタルモンスターをスキャンしてキャプチャーすると。やっぱデジモンってデジタルモンスターの略らしいぜ。
I'm sorry, you too damn happy explaining this shit.
Because that smile, the eyes closed.
デジモンってハッカーが使うヤバいプログラムなんだよね。
They're not all mean.
じゃあ私たちハッカーになっちゃったわけ？
そう言えなくもないかもな。いいじゃん別に。ハッカーなんざ今時珍しくもねえし。
やだ。ハッカーなんてやばいよ。絶対やだよ。いらない。こんなプログラム捨てなきゃ。あれ？嘘。
Yeah.
アンインストールできない。
やめとけ。プログラムにプロテクトがかかってる。無理に削除すると何
I
が
think he knows what happened to him before he's delete it.
何よそれ。
逃がすかよ。
なんで追いかけるの？
It's the same dialogue from her and him either
帰るから、
way.
もう帰るからね。何これ？さっきまでなかったじゃん。どうしてこんなのが？これもハッカーの仕業？先へ進めってこと？私たちを返さないつもりなの？
That's the thing, is what's to say you can't log out right there?
It's not like it's sword art.
やだ、私行かないから。
Yeah, I wish you started with as much Zen as I was showing. Right?
Mm-hmm.
6-digit Zen for the start. That'd be nice. Yeah, you can adjust the zoom mildly.
I usually zoom it all the way out, but that's my personal preference.
Yeah, but it's not really that much.
Mm-hmm.
It seems to be more on the Vita.
It's because of how small the screen is.
Yeah.
I wish there was an anime off it.
Off Cyber Sleuth?
I don't think there's even one overseas.
There isn't. I've looked before.
I'm gonna check again just in case.
I know some newer series kind of make reference to some of the events. That's the other odd thing, that you have the Digimon language stuff inscribed on you.
Yeah.
As well. I know there's a way to translate the Digimon language, I just... Not to use just on it.
どうした？まるで幽霊でも見たような顔だ。僕そっくりの幽霊を見たって？それならその幽霊は僕かもしれないな。僕をエデンに住み着いた勇気と呼ぶ者もいる。この世のものではないと。真相は僕がただ神出鬼没なだけ。そんなところだ。安心するといい。僕は幽霊じゃない。このエデンにちゃんと実在しているよ。君のような迷い子を導くためにね。君はハッカーの証であるプログラムデジモンキャプチャーを手に入れたばかり。
That implies that was a hacker, but could be just good of a hacker to get into your device that quick.
ハッカーのひな鳥だ。ここには様々な目的を持ったハッカーがいる。セキュリティホールを見つけて報告する義足的なもの。他人の財産や個人情報を狙いアカウントを強奪するもの。自分の技術を磨きただ力を試したいもの。本当にいろいろだ。君はどんなハッカーになりたい？その様子だとひな鳥どころかまだ卵から帰ってもいないようだ。ハッカーを目指すか他の何者かになるか、それは君の自由さ。だが経緯はどうあれ君はハッカーに興味を抱いてここまで来て、その結果デジモンキャプチャーを手にした。そうだろ？だったら試してみるといい。デジモンと呼ばれるプログラムの驚くべき力を。それでいい。では未来のハッカーの誕生を祝して君に記念すべき1体目のデジモンを進呈しよう。ほら君の後ろにいるあれがデジモンプログラムだ。
Now, this is nowhere like Pokemon where you have a rival with one of the other. And of all things, each have their own advantage. You can eventually get them all.
It's not one of those things like Pokemon where you're screwed out of getting the
Yeah.
They were nice, and you can find areas where they're wandering about.
Of all things, I'm going to go for the one I have always liked getting. I like Terriermon.
Just gonna say Terriermon for this one.
Yeah, you'd have to think he's trying to recruit you, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I'll be honest, when it comes to services like this, I'll agree that there's hackers in from minute one.
Because there's not really any way to stop.
Yeah. God, I'm looking how gangly your shadow is with that pose.
せっかく用意した
Again, something you can't see on a smaller screen.
デジモンならいくらでもいる。すぐに代わりを見つけよう。しかし驚いたよ。このエリアにあんな強力なデジモンが出現するとはね。程度の低いハッカーが悪ふざけで話したか。あるいは僕に敵対する者の仕業かもしれない。追いかける？あの強力なデジモンが欲しいのか？いや、あれはまだ君の手には負えない。やめておけ。なんだって？君は追われたデジモンを気にしているのか？物好きだな。だが、それこそ放っておくべきだ。単なるプログラム同士の小競り合いに首を突っ込んで怪我でもしたら君がバカを見るだけだからね。君がそう決めたなら好きにするといい。後を追うのも何もね。
Thing is, I'm trying to go the more supportive.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, I know I left the chest back there, but I'll be able to get it later.
You come back here a lot.
You live in this area for a while. Seems.
まったくとんでもない卵だな。デジタルモール
I can't really argue with him pretty much calling you an idiot. Like, do you not see the giant blades coming off its tentacles?
ただのお人よしか。奇遇だな。僕もそれなりに物好きでお人よし
Yeah, allow me to aid you.
君は何もしなくても構わない。ただ見ていればいい。誇り高きハッカーの力をね。どうやら君と一緒に戦うつもりらしい。随分と手順は狂ったが、そのデジモンは君のものだ。しっかりと指示を出してプログラムを使いこなせ。準備はいいか？
Yeah. Honestly, this is still one of the better setups I've seen for the Time Order in a game.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen several. I don't like auto mode. I never have. Sorry, against this blade, I am going to try to use the power moves. Not that they do much. It's sad I am going to be tactical. Okay, you attacking him. I know this early on. You cannot really take a hit from me. Okay, I guess I'm going for another hit. You left him with a sliver. I think that's meant to be, though. I almost believe that one's right. Don't know if I can do anything yet. I forgot Terriermon starts with the heal. After I haven't messed with it in years, so.
Digimon キャプチャーのスキャンを介さずにデジモンが手に入ることは稀だ。ましてやプログラムが人に懐いたりなど。なんとも奇妙な光景だ。君はハッカーの中でも相当イレギュラーな存在になるだろう。ともかく卵は帰った。この先は君次第だよ。それじゃあ僕はそろそろ消えるとしよう。目つきの悪い少年。ああ、もう一人のイレギュラーの彼か。彼なら先のエリアへ向かった。
I know a lot of people would try to do a grind.
そこはかつてエデンのエントランスだった古いエリアだ。創世紀の遺物、その証拠に初期タイプのログアウトゾーンも残されたままだ。
Really not worth the grind.
今はプロテクト
It's
が
really
ロックされ
not.
ていて、
I tried once and it just
あの程度のロック、ハッカーであればどうということ
It's not as mean as other games that pop their level up to compete with you.
そうだな。
It's just on hard, it's definitely worth hitting all the side missions you can
その
later.
ログアウトゾーンを使うといい。
yeah.
目つきの悪い彼なら問題なく解除できるはずだ。彼の腕が落ちていなければね。なぜ驚く？まさか彼から何も聞かされていないのか？なら僕から言うべきことはない。本人に直接聞いてくれ。そういえばまだ名乗っていなかったな。僕はユーゴ、チームザクソンのユーゴだ。君が誇り高きハッカーを目指すのであれば、我らザクソン
And
を
that's
訪
when
れ
he
る。
tried to recruit.
扉はいつでも開いている。
I will say, Yugo's never an enemy, though. I'll spoil that much.
There's a couple times where it feels like he might end up having to be, but surprisingly, he never betrays.
If I gotta go get Nokia.
Yeah, Rada don't matter. Just gotta get Nokia.
Well, you don't want to leave her behind, so. Okay, I was gonna try to go for the chest there, but that's okay.
Mo, どうして二人とも戻ってこないの？ひょっとしてハッカーに。早く。あ、ちょっと待って。そーっと。
They had fun with the animation for this.
Cute. Why are you screaming?
We're being good.
君たち
I'm not even pointing my horn at you.
君誰？喋った？あら、私、ノキア。君の名前は？僕、アグモンって呼んだ。
俺はガブモン。
I love how shy they made Gabuma.
Mm-hmm.
へんてこな名前だね。
変じゃないもん。
君こそ変な名前だ。
ほんだ、変じゃないもん。
あれ？
どうしたのかな。私のお顔がキャワすぎてフリーズしちゃった。
なんだか懐かしい匂いがする。
私？
それに安心する匂いだ。
なんか照れちゃうな。ごめんね、私のエロカワフェロモンが仕事しまくっちゃってるみたいで。
やっぱり君変だ。
もうどこ行ってたの？
うわ、また怖い人？
追いかけ回されるのはゴリゴリだ。
ちょっと落ち着いて。この子友達だから。行っちゃった。何だったんだろう、あの可愛い物体 X は。っていうか、あれ、君が連れてるその子がデジモン？じゃあさっきのあの子たちもデジモンなんだ。けどそのデジモンもあの子たちも悪そうなプログラムには見えないよね。デジモンか。あの子たちと一緒にいられるならいいかも。デジモンキャプチャー。凶暴な野良デジモンもいた？何それ、超怖いじゃん。奥のエリアにあなたがいるのよね。君についてくから早く合流しよう。
All I can say is it gets a lot more terrifying as you get the bigger Digimon. Oh, I didn't realize that was a multi-hit too. At all. Oh shit.
This is hard mode.
Yeah, it is hard mode. I don't have a choice but to Terrier Tornado the hell out of them.
私たちは無敵だよ。
Okay, I'm time for that. Item. Just tried to survive. We're probably gonna get murdered. Is it bad? I am considering just for the sake of just in case. It's the truth. When you're playing hard mode, you take a little bit of precaution.
At least if you die, it's not gonna freaking delete your save.
Yeah, it's not hardcore like some other games. Yeah, Gate. That sounds useful. Not right now, it ain't.
We're not allowed to leave.
Yeah, that's right. Those guys are up there being a dick. Not even worth running up there. I'm surprised I haven't had another fight yet.
Mm-hmm.
No, that was actually a good haul.
More the timing, you said it.
It was the timing, but... if I remember right... if I try to use an item, it takes up a turn. Yes, I'll be using a lot of items for now. Once I get a better party going... well, once I have a party, past one.
Not really a party right now, it's more of a partner.
子供の頃にこんなことがあった気がするんだよね。君と新とも会ったことがあるような。昨日チャットで会ったとかそういう意味じゃなくって。あれ？でもそっか、そうかも。
I hate when people talk like that, but I understand the thought process.
なんか変。
I know I'm guilty of it.
I know I'm guilty of, like, just completely trailing off and just not talking after a minute.
何今の？君も見た？またハッキング？もうほんと何なの？行こう。この先に新がいるんだよね。
なんだよ今の映像。子供？気味悪い。
Of all people get weirded out.
ちくしょう、なんだってんだよ。すげえ嫌な気分だ。
ああ、いた。ちょっともう一人で勝手に行くとか？どんだけ自己中かませばよかですか？
I always love that thing's design.
Yeah, I'm just glad we're not playing this in a dark room. That got bright.
Uh-huh.
I find interesting with this is a mild spoiler that he didn't know what this was.
まさか噂で聞いたエデンの黒い怪物か？データを食い漁ってるとかいう。お前らこっちへ走れ。なんだかわかんねえが相当ヤバそうだ。こいつのロックを解除する。ログアウトしてとっとと逃げるぞ。走れっつってんだろ。グズグズしてんじゃね
Freeze and terror.
People do. It's hard to say what you are until you're really in a terrifying situation. And then it depends on the occasion.
Because depending on what the actual threat is, depends on how your body's going to respond.
Mm-hmm.
Sally, if it is something coming at you, you're more likely to freeze.
ノキアを守る
Rather than run.
逃げてロキア。
みんな集中
I love it gets an attack up intelligence down evolvement.
So it raged.
Mm-hmm. Basically. Yeah, I've done everything I can to hit this thing right now. There's still no 100% of what's going on here, either.
What, this? Or to find us?
This Logos project cannot continue. Cannot continue. Cannot continue. Will continue.
Hugo is helping.
So, yeah.
That's the only explanation I got, is Hugo looked at it and went, you let the naive one wake. Well, that's not working.
And then there's this problem when you wake up.
Yeah.
ねえちょっとあれやばくない
Is it dangerous? No.
なんだよあいつ。
I'm naked in a different sense.
I'm just a high schooler. Oh crap, I lost my textures. Honestly, what's kind of implied is in a way you lost your speech too.
ああ、不敬さん、こっちに。
You will learn to hate this cop very quickly.
Well, that is, there's nods to so many other Namco Bandai franchises with some of these characters, like the girl on the left there, is in like 5-6 different things.
But yeah, you learn that if that cop comes on screen, it's gonna be a long day.
I'm just looking forward to the one plant Digimon in the gay guy's phone mission. One of my favorite random side missions.
I love that side mission.
First time we found, we're like, what the?
And then we saw this. The first time we just
Like I
put
said,
a shirt on.
this is not your childhood Digimon.
These shit her shirts.
I am very curious.
Handle it before it gets worse.
現象に慣れている方なんだが、こんな現象は初めて見たよ。私の声は聞き取れているかな。話はできるかい？それはよかった。君がもし人ではない何かだったらどうしようかと思っていたところだ。そうか、君自身自分の身に何が起きたのか理解できていないようだ。聞きたいことがあるなら何でも答えよう。私の知りうる範囲。
I will see how my stomach feels in a minute.
Hmm?
ここは新宿だ。仕事で探し物をしていてね、偶然通りかかって君を見つけたのさ。自分で言うのもなんだ。
Honestly, they did scrub her out on the car a little bit.
Hmm?
Look at the windshield wipers.
今は中野にある私の事務所へ。
They don't overlap like that on the
No, they
arm.
事情を聞かせてもらおう。
It's a little screw up, but it is there.
君の体は
Most people want to know.
極めてデジタルな状態。
I'm sorry, it just clicked because of the big
まる
screen.
で電脳空間からアバターのまま現実世界に飛び出したよね。もしも本当にそうだとしたら実に興味深い現象だ。
I'll just put it bluntly, you're more Digimon than human right now.
いや、周囲に君以外の人物はいなかったはずだ。
But it does put into question of where is the rest of you.
君の友達も
Mm-hmm.
君と同じような姿をしているのか。そうか。友達のことは気にするなとは言えないが、まずは自分自身のことを最優先に考えたまえ。私が誰か？そうか、自己紹介がまだだったな。最初に名乗るべきだったが、君の存在があまりにも興味深くてね、すっかり失念してしまっていたよ。すまない。
I will say one thing about her. Never try her coffee concoctions. They could kill somebody.
Oh, it's Seiko's cooking.
しがない探偵さん。
Humble detective my ass. Yes, we're safe.
Well,
And honestly, I will say we're done because it's a good point to stop. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. I promise there'll be more.
bye.
Bye-bye.
And now it goes up.